Welcome back, everybody. Our first guest tonight is an Emmy-nominated actor and writer who you know from his work on SNL, MacGruber, Nebraska, The Last Man on Earth, and Bodkin. He stars in the new movie Kinda Pregnant, which premieres February 5th on Netflix. Let's take a look.
Is your husband here?
I don't have a husband.
Wow, Josh, it's very subtle.
What, I can, ask anything. It's not like I'm saying, hey, are you single? I mean, you're single, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just from like a one-night thing, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
On Thanksgiving.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
People usually stay home on Thanksgiving. What a rebel.
Yeah, not me. I get right out there. I got those sweet Black Friday Eve deals.
You got pregnant at a Black Friday sale?
Yep, nothing gets me riled up like a coupon for a Vitamix.
Yeah.
Please welcome back to the show one of our favorites, Will Forte, everybody! Yes! Hello, handsome!
Hello, how are you?
This is a very funny movie. I really enjoyed seeing you and Amy together. Very funny premise.
Thank you.
Do you want me to tell everybody what the premise is, or would you like to?
Why don't you do it?
All right. Amy is pretending to be pregnant. She's not really pregnant.
Yeah.
And then you meet her, and you guys kind of fall in love, but the whole time you think she's really pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I am so bad with being concise, and I'm very happy you did that.
Great.
Yeah. And you believe me, you guys are too. Yeah.
One of the things in the film is that you're a Zamboni driver.
Yes.
And you drove a proper Zamboni in the film.
Oh yeah, I got to. So you can see I'm driving that on the ice there at Woolman Rink. But I drove it through the streets of Brooklyn. I got to drive it like it's like an all-terrain vehicle.
Yeah.
You can take it all over the place.
I thought it was ice. I mean, I guess it wouldn't just be ice because you'd have to build it on the ice.
Stereotypically
Yeah.
ice, but it's like.
But did you find yourself pretty good behind the wheel of a Zamboni?
You pick it up pretty quickly. Like
Really?
Well, that's the thing is the most exciting part of the Zamboni situation for me was that when we shot that scene, it was the day after Woolman Rink in Central Park here had closed down. So basically the people at Woolman Rink were like, do whatever the hell you want to do.
Really? No rules.
So I could just floor it as fast as it went, and then as it was going top speed, just crank the wheel and just donuts everywhere. It was insanely fun.
That's amazing.
Yeah, an experience that like very few people get to have.
It's a little lousy that you're bragging about it because I think we all know we're never going to have that.
Yeah, yeah.
What is you learned a fun fact about the Zamboni.
The Zamboni is, I didn't know this, I just thought it was like a stupid name for a machine.
Right.
But it is like somebody's family name. It's like the inventor.
So it's a stupid name for a family.
It is, nice try, that's entrapment. That is entrapment. I went to law school. It is a wonderful name for a family that you wouldn't think you would bestow upon a transportation vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think be honest, if you invented a transportation vehicle, would you just say, like, if they were like, what do you want to call it? Would you be like, the Forte?
I mean, the Kia Forte already does exist,
Yeah,
so
true.
like
And you have nothing to do with that?
No.
But you knew somebody else. Did you go to school with somebody?
I went to elementary school, speaking of the Zamboni situation, with a kid named Jason Jacuzzi.
You're joking.
Not joking. And I just thought, oh, that person has the same name as those, the hot tub things that you get into. But it was like the jacuzzi.
Was it really?
Yeah. I mean, unless my information is wrong. But
I mean, I'll tell you this. If I was Jason Jacuzzi, whether it was true or not, I'd tell everybody.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was, so like, I have been in the jacuzzi.
You went to Jason Jacuzzi's house and got in the jacuzzi?
Moraga, California was where they then lived. And,
oh, my God.
I haven't seen Jason in years, so hello. And if this is wrong and you're not part of the jacuzzi dynasty, then I'm sorry, but yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm sorry. I would say like shame on him, right? Like you got the information from Jason, I'm assuming.
I don't remember who I got it from.
Okay. So now is there just a chance that this is your own world building that you did?
There's always, I mean, anything is a possibility in this life.
That's true.
Right?
You know what? That's a good way of putting it. You have one of my favorite sex scenes in a movie ever as far as comedy goes. Not arousal, but
Dig received.
dig given,
Yeah.
dig received. There's a very funny sex scene in this movie as well, because once again, you guys are, Amy, you can't know that it's a fake
Yes.
belly.
I don't at this point know that she's pregnant, so she's pretending like she's self-conscious about her body, and so I have to wear a blindfold and oven mitts
Yeah.
during this sex scene.
Yeah.
And it was very interesting to shoot it because, like, I never saw 1 second of what was happening. So, like, I don't know where her different areas of her body were in relation to mine.
Yeah.
And it was just like I had to guesstimate a lot of stuff. Yeah.
And you only did it for the movie. You haven't like brought this into your own personal life after the fact.
I like the lights on, floodlights.
You're bringing floodlights. It must be hot in there. Hey, I have more to ask you. Will you stick around?
All right.
More with Will after this. We're back with Will Forte, everybody. You just shot a show in Australia.
I did.
You shot Bodkin in Ireland, and we talked about how you were very good with accents. Can you do your Irish accent for us again?
Well, I'm a little out of practice.
Yeah.
But yes,
it's still
came right back.
Really good.
Yes.
And then Australia, you've sort of famously always had the best Australian accent.
Well, I already was
You already
working
had
with
one.
gold there, so like
Yeah.
I was able to really hone it.
Yeah, can you do a little for us?
Well, I can do as much as you want, my child. See it? Right?
You know what I like about your accent?
Tell me exactly what you want.
When you start to do an accent, your whole face starts moving like a full. You're like,
That's don't blame me, blame the people of Australia who talk exactly like this.
every person in Australia.
By the way, sorry.
No, please.
I got you a present, I forgot. By the way, I worked there with our very good friend Darcy Carden
Darcy
and
Carden,
Jason
fantastic
Carden,
comedian,
best in the biz. Love you guys. But I brought you back. This is from my mother-in-law Denise. Thank you.
That's it.
It's a fanny pack. It's perfect.
Okay.
But anyway, here are 2 cherry ripes, which are delicious
Are
Australian
these
candies.
Australian snacks?
Yeah, they're good. They're like Mounds bars with cherry in them. They're delicious.
Great, thank you. That's so
and
nice.
some Tim Tams.
Tim Tams. Okay. Now, who opened my Tim Tams?
They're very good. Very good.
So you've had a few of my Tim Tams.
You're getting gifted a few of my Tim Tams, friend.
Thank you, bud. You just did Rachel Dratch's podcast.
Yes.
And it's about sort of spooky stuff.
Yeah.
And you had a very true spooky thing happen to you.
Yes. So I got to go on Rachel's podcast, Love You Dratch, and we talked about this experience. I was in high school. I was probably a junior, and I had a friend whose friend I found out when I showed up at this house to hang out was a witch.
Okay.
Like a Wiccan or what,
Yep.
you know. So anyway, that I think that always leads to the Ouija board.
Oh, so the Ouija board came out.
Ouija board comes out, and I'm skeptical at first, right? And I start asking questions that only I would know. And this is before the internet, so they can't like fact check these. Like, what's my grandma's middle name? Which you know is
What? Barb.
Louise.
Okay.
Louise, you didn't know. The Ouija board did.
Wow.
And there were a couple different questions like that. So I'm like, there might be something to this Ouija board stuff. And then, and then we ended up, like, I don't know why I thought this would be a good question to ask, but I'm like, let's ask it what age I will be when I die.
Okay.
And it said 73.
Okay.
Which for like a 17-year-old is like, oh, great. That's
You're good,
so
yeah.
many years away.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, and how's this going to happen? stabbing.
Stabbing.
Stabbing. I'm gonna get stabbed to death at 73.
73.
So I have 19 years to figure out how to protect myself for that year.
And that's the bummer. That's when you want to go back and be like, can you give me the day? Because that's like 365 days that you got to be like tuned into stabbing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, and I feel like even if you lock yourself in a room,
Yeah.
it's like Final Destination. It will find you.
Yeah.
It will, like, it could be, it's, you think, oh, stabbing, you think a knife, but like,
Right.
it could be a friggin', a sharp paper clip or a like,
I would imagine.
piece of paper.
I'd
If it's like-
rather get stabbed to death by a knife than a sharp paperclip.
Why?
Well, just because I feel like a knife is like you get stabbed once, but to die from a paperclip, I feel like it's like 1,000.
Oh, I could kill you with a knife
Really?
very slowly.
Oh. Okay.
I don't want to. I want you to live,
Thank you, bud.
and I could.
Hey, I want to ask about your family. Yeah, your beautiful wife, Olivia, your two beautiful girls. How are they doing?
They are doing great. They're doing fantastic. I have as you would imagine, my family is wonderful, but a little strange.
Sure.
I mean, they're normal. I push us into the strange category.
Yes.
But one weird thing about the normal part of our family is that 50% of my family sleeps with their eyes open. It's very weird.
So
it's like
it's Olivia and one.
it's Olivia and my daughter Zoe.
Okay.
And it's not always, it's not wide open all the time, but it's like varying degrees. Like sometimes we'll come into a room and I'll say something and then I'll realize, oh, she's just asleep, but her eyes are, well, I mean, I have a clip of one of these things, and you'll see, you'll think that she's awake, but then you'll see I kind of wake her up, and then you realize she's awake.
All right.
You'll
and,
see.
Because I'm friends with her, Olivia has okayed you showing this.
She said I could show this if we had to bargain. She said, you can show this if you let me take ballroom dancing lessons so I can go into a ballroom dancing competition, and the main stipulation was that I could not be your dance partner. But yes,
So I hope this is worth it.
We've worked it out.
Okay. Let's take a look at Olivia sleeping with her eyes open.
Olivia.
Why? Why are you like that to me?
It's amazing, right? Enjoy your ballroom dancing.
Enjoy your
you
ballroom
freak.
dancing. You last thing, you missed a historic moment.
I came out here to do press for this movie, which I'm excited about, but it did mean that I had to sacrifice seeing my daughter poop in the potty for the first time. My daughter, Cecilia, so they sent me a picture. We see it. She's so proud. We obviously morphed the actual poop part of it. You'll see.
I'm very proud of her. I didn't enjoy how you morphed it. Can we zoom in on what you've done there? Congratulations to everyone, but especially Cecilia. Thanks so much for
you.
being here, buddy.
Thank
I
you.
love you
Good
so
to see
much.
you. Love you.
Everybody, Kinda Pregnant begins streaming February 5th on Netflix. We'll be right back with Connor O'Malley.